beautiful, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Jayda and welcome. Today's notification shout out goes to 666 Raven. You have commented over 18 times. Thank you so much. I think I already told that cheeseman time, but if I have not, let me know down below, because I think I have told that story time already. I don't know if I have or not, but yeah. So thank you so much for your love and support. I love you so much. And if you want to be part of the notification squad, all you have to do is just like the video, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and your comment could possibly be the next notification shout out. You guys like my shirt? FAMBAM Essie sent it to me from the UK, so shout out to Essie. Thank you so much. She sent me this beautiful shirt, and she sent me some earrings, so thank you so much. It's so crazy, you guys, that I have FAMBAM in the UK. It literally trips me out, where I just like, I geek out, you guys. I'm just like that is so freaking cool. I love you guys all. Let me know where all of you guys are from. Leave it down below. I freaking love to find out where you guys are from. I'm just like, we have FAMBAM everywhere. It's crazy. All right, love, sit back, relax. Let me know what you guys are doing. If you guys are chilling, if you guys are cooking, if you guys are cleaning, if you guys are working, if you guys are working out, if you guys are outside, if you guys are just chilling, let me know down below. If I'm a little hyper, it's because I had to put myself in a good mood, because lately I had just been like, these past 2-3 days, I swear my mind has just been going crazy, and I just been fighting with my demons, like like buckle up, come on, I can't just be sleeping this whole time, because I am just so angry. And I didn't want to put that energy out there to y'all, because y'all don't deserve that energy. You got any bad energy? Let's just take it out right now. Close your eyes. Let's relax. We haven't done this in a minute, okay? Close your eyes. And as I pick out all these nasty vibes, just picking them out. Let me just pick. As I'm picking, take a deep breath. Oof. Or I'm not keeping any of that bad energy, just releasing it. Release that bad energy. Okay, let's get into today's story time. I love you guys so freaking much. I'm feeling good right now, so I'm hoping I stay in this good like moment, because y'all beep. Mimi lo cabecito. Yo, I have a video. Oh, look at my cup from FAMBAM. My little Tweety bird. I have my how I do my coffee recipe. If you guys want me to upload that as a short or just a regular video, I will do that for you guys, because this makes me want to slap the dumbass mamas out there. It just tastes so good. I don't even know if I want to do my makeup today. I just feel like just chit-chatting with y'all. I might just be like bare naked face. Like, I don't know, should I do it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Should I? Maybe. All right, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Little recap. Ray wanted to play stupid and go back into the restroom, call him out and say, get out your ass right here, right now. Everyone stops flipping out because how I'm talking to Ray, because I'm actually calling him out. Bethel gets upset because he doesn't like how I'm talking to him, and he's like, ghetto, which pisses me off, because I feel like when you defend yourself, you can act any way you want. Be as loud as you want, but Bethel didn't like that. So I go downstairs, talk to the tias, whatever, it's not really going anywhere. What happened? They're trying to paint the picture for me, and I'm like, no, pen and paper, bitch. Do they give me pen and paper? No, they don't. So then I haul upstairs, grab my phone, I book it. I end up catching a ride from Queen because she follows me, because she's a little stalker, and she takes me to stepdad's house. As I'm in the car with Queen, she like pretty much asks me, so did he touch you or not? Which doesn't even matter. Does not even matter. Get pissed off at her, get out. Spend some time with my brothers, chillax with them, all that. My friend calls me. She's on the run. I'm like, what? She ran away from the group home. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. We're both going through it. We brujas. We're gonna get through this together. As I'm waiting for her, everyone who I called while I was panicking is now calling me back, besides Tommy. Going off on everybody. Mr. Peach, riding for filth. Spice, keep that same energy, boo. Keep the same energy when I see you. And I said, bet. Baltimore calls me. We have our words. I'm upset with her. I tell her I quit too. Not having it. Like, nope. Me and Mel, we ended up catching a bus and going to the mall. Go to the mall, making some pretzels. I'm loving it. I'm like, feeling kind of numb. let's pierce something, my belly button. Mel is super paranoid and she's like, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. Which I feel like she gave it juju, okay? So anyways, we go to the restroom stall. As I'm piercing it, homegirl gets a little woozy. Boom! Out. 3, 2, 1. Out. And that's where we ended it. And then we're going to continue right now. So, I think I'm getting better at these little recaps. Recap. If you guys want to get the full spiel, I will leave the previous video down below. I love when you guys spend time with me. It makes me so freaking happy. And I'm so freaking sorry to try this again. I like how my eyebrows look. This got me feeling good. She passes out. I'm like bending over. The needle is right there. So what does it do? It even more. So I'm like freaking out. So I'm like yelling at her like this, like, Mel, because it hurts. So like I pierced inside mi panza. Como pendeja. Yeah, it hurts so bad. I was so mad. So there's more sangre. Homegirl is just like, wakes up. She sees more sangre. Boom. She's out. 1, 2, 3. Out. She spilled over the freaking cup with ice. It's all over the floor. It's getting all over her. And I'm like trying to help her. It is so painful that I have to pull out the freaking needle. I'm not even thinking. I'm not even like, oh, let's just finish it real quick. No, I'm just like, she hit her head hard. Okay, we gotta hurry up. There's people in the other stall like, are you guys okay? Is she okay? Super paranoid. And I'm like, yeah, she's fine. She just passed out. Of course, there has to be a stranger being like, you doing drugs in there? You wish, bitch. But I was like, what? No. So it looks super bad. Okay. I'm like trying to pull this out. It was easier going in than it was pulling out. I don't know if it's because like I'm like nervous and like things are slipping and I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like freaking out. So I'm like freaking out and I'm like, kicking towards her, not like kicking at her, but like kicking towards her. I'm like, Mel, like freaking out. So I put my hand in the toilet. I put my hand in the toilet. Yeah. Put my hand in the toilet and I'm just like fishing it at her and I'm like, oh, you know, trying to get it out with like these 2 fingers. And I'm like, I can't use this hand now because this water is dirty and I don't want to get it infected, you know? It's just, you know? So I'm like, like freaking out. It takes her forever to come to. And when she finally does, her whole face is wet. Okay. She was like, what the are you doing? So she's on the floor. She's like, what are you doing? Like just wakes up scared. When people usually pass out, they wake up like terrified. They don't come to like chill, like what happened? Or maybe it's just around the people that I've seen pass out. They don't ever come to like, they come to like being resurrected. And I'm just like, okay. Like I'm like freaking out. Like what happened? You know? So she's coming to and she was just like freaking out. And I'm like, dude, like what the like help me. And she's just like feeling her face and I was like, it's the water. And she doesn't know what water I'm talking about. And she's just, it's coming closer. And I'm like, no, don't touch it. Because like, it's just like stuck. The people are on the stalls are like, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? Like banging on the freaking door. And I'm like getting pissed. I'm like, we're fine. Yeah, we're fine. Like we're not doing anything. We literally are just being like stupid young kids. Like we're really like not doing anything, girl. Back up. So I'm like getting scared. She's like trying to help me and poor thing. She's just like, her eyes are burning, you know, some poopy contaminated water. And I'm trying so hard to like keep it together. We are the type like in bad situations, we are laughing, even though it's like, you should not be laughing. You know what I mean? Like it's not funny. It's not really funny now, is it? No, it's not. Like it's literally not. So her fingers are slipping and she's like poking herself. So now she has sangre and I'm like looking at her. I'm like, don't do it. Like don't do it. Cause I don't want her just to like that again. Cause it was like the first, like, how are you gonna pass out twice? The third time, let's not gamble here. Okay. No. So I'm like, no, like don't look at it. So I'm like, turn to the side and it's like stuck. It's like going sideways. Like my hands are slippery. So then I tell her like, pass me some toilet paper. Hurry up. Pass me some toilet paper. Like I'm freaking out. She's grabbing the toilet paper and I'm just like pulling. Oh my gosh. I was getting so woozy where I was like, okay, girl, like having to adjust my eyes. I don't know if I was about to pass out or like my contacts were just dry. Okay. I was just like, because it was a lot. So then I finally pull it out and oh my gosh, you guys, it hurt so bad. So I'm like having to like pinch it with the toilet paper and she's like asking me like, what the And I'm like, dude, you passed out. She's like, I told you. So me and her are both laughing, thinking it's the funniest thing, and it's really not. The ladies are now like not bugging no more. So I'm like, okay, hopefully they just went away or something like that. So me and her are like cleaning up. She sees at the cup and she's like, bitch. She puts it together and I was like, I'm sorry. You had spilt it and like I didn't know what to do. Like, I'm so sorry. So I'm like apologizing to her. She's just laughing. She thinks it's the funniest thing. So then we finally get out of the stall. The ladies are not there no more. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So she's grabbing like a bunch of soap and she's just scrubbing her face and we're literally laughing. So it's like we are literally just high on life. Like, it was one of those moments. When you ever have those moments, it is the best feeling ever. You're just like, how can I just like bottle this up and sip on it later? You know, it's the best feeling ever. So anyways, as she's like washing her face, my shirt's like this and I'm just like, there's like sangre coming and I'm like, great, like I look so stupid. So we're just laughing. I think it's the funniest thing. She's telling me that her fingers burn because she was trying to take the needle out when she's pushing. So like she has soap, it burns. She's like, you're so stupid. I'm like, you're so stupid. So we're just like laughing, having fun. In comes security. He's not happy about it. Mel right off the jump is like, what are you doing here in the women's restroom? And he's like, we got a complaint. And it's these older ladies and stuff. They're like, she was on the floor. I don't know what they were doing. Pretty much she's telling him that like my belly button ripped out. She gets oozy with blood and she passed out. She's okay. He was just like looking at us. Her face is like scrubbing, like just looking at him. I don't know if he was just tired. He didn't want to deal with it. I don't know what it was. And left. So me and Mel started talking shit. Like, oh my God, those bitches are annoying. In actuality, no, they're not, because it could have been something serious, but when you're young, you're dumb and you're like, bitches be bugging. You know, it was one of those moments, but it wasn't that deep. You know what I mean? So we're just like laughing and she was just like, oh, dude, like, I'm so sorry. I'm telling her like, it's okay. Like, I'm going to re-pierce it. She's laughing. She's like, I'll do it with you. I said, no, this is not no operation. Like, no, you knocked out. Like, you're tripping. I'm not doing it. She's like, yeah. Like, I think I'm good. Like, I won't even look. Like, just how you want like that? I won't even look. And I'm like, are you sure? Like, okay, are you sure? Like, because I'm like so excited because I'm like, cool, like we're gonna do this together. And I'm like telling her, like, I don't know if I should do it again because like that's gonna be kind of tender going through the same hole twice, you know? Like maybe we should like think this through. Like, I don't think it's a good idea. And so she starts calling me a pussy. She's like, oh, you know what it sounds like? Sounds like pussy. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Let's go down and get you your own needle. She's like, what? You don't want to share with me? I said, no. Unless I go first and then you go after me, I'm cool with that. But no, I'm not gonna you then me. No. So then she gets offended and she's like, wow, you think I'm dirty, blah 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 blah. I'm like, it has nothing to be with dirty. Let's just not do that. She's like, all right, bet we'll go down and then we'll stop at the place and then we'll get a piercing for mine. I'm like, okay, cool. So we ended up going down to the place. I wait outside because my belly button is bleeding and I'm like, he's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. He's gonna know. So she goes in there, comes back out. She has the kit. She's all excited. And I'm like, heck yeah. All right, let's go to Hot Topic. She gets a cute little belly button piercing that matches mine. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, let's just wait a minute because like I don't want security going in there. They're gonna be like, why are you guys in there yet again? She says, Alexis, who thinks about that kind of stuff? And I said, I do, bitch. I do. Because that's gonna be kind of obvious if they see us go in there again and they're gonna be like, what are they doing? I was like, and then you over here waving around the freaking little baggie. It looked like a clear bag like this. Imagine like just waving around. She's like, yeah, but they see me come out from the place. Like, duh, like they're not going to think that. And I said, I don't know. She said, you know what it sounds like? So she starts laughing. We're like, yeah, ha. Funny little moment. She's like, all right, let's walk around a little bit. If anything, we'll just like, you know, walk around. So then I tell her, let me check my voicemail. Back in the day, that was the thing to do. I don't know about y'all. I love checking my voicemail. Where I was like, hello? Yeah, you're stupid. Leave a message after the tone. Beep. I remember one time I got my coach. He was pissed. I would get my mama all the time, especially when she was always looking for me. Pissed. My grandma, pissed as hell. My grandma always be like, change your voicemail right now. I'm like, no, I don't want to. That's funny. So anyways, so I call, check my voicemail because I'm trying to see if Tommy's gonna leave any update, anything like that. Because I'm starting to like get worried about Tommy. I remember my phone's dead where they kept like calling. it's dead. But I'm worried about Tommy because I'm like, God forbid something really does happen to her. And I was really kind of like having a feeling, you know. Wasn't it crazy that the previous video, when we heard the sirens, I was like, ooh, something in me was like, pray. Ooh, it was so, may they rest in peace. So crazy to have that feeling. Like, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Where it's just like, it's just like a feeling. So that's the kind of like, not like that intense, but I had a feeling about Tommy. I was like, something's not right. That bitch always answers. Something is off. I could feel it. So I kept like listening. It was my brothers. They wanted to talk to me. They didn't like how we ended on things, and I was like, whatever. Mr. Peach saying to call him, to change his stupid voicemail, because like he was like caught up talking to it and stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, whatever. No Tommy though. And I was like, So it kind of puts me in a funk, and it's so hard to get yourself out of a funk, like for real, y'all. I have a few FAMBAM ask me like, Alexa, how do you get out of your like depression? How do you get out? It's so hard. There'll be times where like I have the formula down and I'm just like and then there's times where it's like I follow my own formula and it's still like nope. And it's so hard because like I have y'all to vent to and stuff. I don't really like venting to family about like the heavy toxic things I think and stuff like that, because I feel like it's like a burden, you know what I mean? And I ain't trying to burden anybody with that. At times I just feel like you can be your worst enemy, thinking the worst of the worst of the worst. And then I trip up sometimes and get even more scared when I'm thinking so negatively. The best thing I can think of sometimes, humming. You can't hum and think at the same time. You just can't. Go and like get the coldest water and just coldest water. So tempted to just jump in the pool when I'm just thinking bad. I'm like, I'm just gonna like jump in the pool and like just like go for a run, do for something, because like sometimes the brain is so freaking like toxic to itself. So I put myself in funk. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Put myself in a funk, and I'm just like trying so hard to snap out of it. And I think the adrenaline ran its course, and it's worn off. You know what I mean? And so I'm like still like trying to like feel a little bit better and stuff. She's like, "What? Why are you tripping so hard?" And I'm like, "Dude, like I just quit my babysitting job as babysitting. I got nowhere to go. My mom was on lockup. My brothers constantly are having amnesia about their fascia, and I don't know where the hell Tommy at. I don't know where Tommy's at." So she, you know, trying to talk to me. She's sharing her stories and stuff, which I'm not going to share. And we're just pretty much having like a pissing competition at this point, and just trying to make each other feel better, you know. And she's just telling me like not to worry about Tommy, that like Tommy is super well known, like ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her. If anything, she might just get her ass beat, but nothing's gonna happen to her. And I'm just scared, because I'm just like, if I don't got Tommy, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do? And I just fought with Spice. That girl's gonna whoop my ass. So you're not gonna be no talking to her like, "Oh, what's up, girl?" None of it. She's gonna be like, boop, 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 boop. And then we can like, you know, "Oh, what's up?" But she's pissed. I'm just like telling her and stuff like, ugh. Like at times it makes me want to go into the system. She had me cracking up, and she said, no, you're too old to get into the system. Look at me. And I'm laughing because I'm just like, dude, the horror stories that I would hear, like even when I went to juvie, there was a girl there. We'll name her Trisha. Trisha was the sweetest girl ever. She kept running away because the people that she got homed with were so nasty to her. And just hearing some of the stories. Now, I'm not saying all is bad. I'm not saying at all. I'm not saying that at all. But from the most part, out of like, let's say the 10 stories I heard, only like 2 were good, you know? It's constant like that fear. And the fear that I have, I wish I could just and like bury it. I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. And y'all, there's a lot of people I could wish it on. You know what I mean? She's just trying to talk, make me feel better. So eventually some time passed, and she's like, "All right, ready?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go and get it done." So we'll go up. Who do we see? Security. we bitch out. So we were like, oh, let's do a wraparound. We and her are laughing. I was like, dude, I told you, like, he knows we're up to something. She's like, yeah, but we're not doing anything bad. I was like, I know, dude, but like, they just know we're up to something. She's like, don't even trip, like, stop thinking about it like that. So we're sitting down at the food court and we look out and we see 2 cops. And I'm like, you know what? Let's go back downstairs and let's book it. I don't got a good feeling. She's like, dude, calm down. I hate when you get like this. I was like, I don't care. Like, let's go. I'm like, dude, you're a runaway. And she says, how are they gonna know? Bitch, if you don't get up right now. I was so mad. How are they gonna know? Because they're officers, you dumbass. So she's like, but like, how are they gonna know? Like, I'm not doing anything. And I was like, so what? You're a minor. I don't really know the laws and all that. Like, oh, what they can and cannot ask you. But let's go. So we start going on Escalade. We go down there. We keep making eye contact with the officer. Like, and I was like, stop eye. We're going to end up being questioned because they're going to think we look suspicious. So let's go. We're like talking. She's like, no, like, you're getting paranoid. And we're here, hey. And he's like, oh, I hate when I'm like that. Why you gotta use 2 fingers? All you have to do is just go like this. But why this? Like, I can't stand it. I feel like men are very intentional with what fingers they call you with. I'm serious. I honestly feel like men are very, very, very intentional of how they call you. I don't like it. So now he's right here by the escalators and we're still going down. We're looking at him and we're still going down, and he's like, mirror. We're just like, so he tells us to like walk back up. Yo, oh my gosh, have you ever tried to walk up on the opposite of the escalade? It's really hard. So we're playing stupid because it's like, you want to be stupid, we'll be stupider. So then we're like, he's like, girls, like super mad. I'm like, oh my gosh. So we finally like get up there and we're like, yes sir, what are you guys doing? And we're like, nothing. You guys keep walking around. Like, you guys are looking very suspicious. As soon as he says suspicious, I look right at Mel like, bitch, I tell you. She's like, no, we're just waiting for our ride. And he was like, anything at all. You guys aren't going to do anything at all. Maybe buy a shirt. I was like, what? Like, super offended. Mind you, I have a big thing like this of sangre, of blood on my shirt, okay? And I'm like, who's this dick? You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I was like, for real. Like, when you're right, you're right. Go. And we're like, okay. So me and Mel, we go into a store. We're like looking. I'm going for the clearance because I'm like, girl, I need the cheapest of cheap. Cheapest of cheap. Find me a cheap shirt. Cool. Throw away the other one. Just throw it in the bag. Then I'm like, dude, let's just go. Like, honestly, we need to go. She was like, all right, cool. Because, yeah, you're right. Like, we look hella suspicious. And I said, hella suspicious, bitch. So then we end up leaving, walk around, go to some other stores. We end up going to a McDonald's. Go to McDonald's, get a little snacky snack. I swear I walked so much back in the day. So we're getting our little snacks. And I'm like, okay, after we're done eating, then we can pierce it. She's like, yeah, like, that's a great idea. I said, it's the best idea. Love it. Still kind of a little bit of sangre, but now it's kind of like getting a little, you know, like the blood is not dripping and stuff like that, which, my poor belly button. So after we're done eating, we literally forgot about the piercings. I don't know if it's because like we were trying to come up with our next plan, where to go, what to do. So we hop on the bus and she was like, you know what? Let's go kick it with our friend. We'll name this friend Jeremy. So Jeremy is having like a little hangout, whatever. We can come through. Him and his mama. His mama was a young parent, so homegirl thinks that she young too, you know? She young at heart. So Jeremy knows that we're going over. Cool. She's like, we can just chill there, spend the night. You know, everyone's always crashing at his place anyways. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Cool. Not a big deal. Let's just have some fun. The ride there, I was just like, something's up with Tommy. I just couldn't put my finger on it, but I was like, I know I'm gonna have to call Spice and I'm gonna have to talk to her and like ask her. I wasn't even thinking about the peaches. Out of sight, out of mind. I was literally like, I'm not thinking about that right now. don't really care. They're dealing with they're with their whole family thing, whatever. They already proved to me that they didn't care. They literally made sure that Sam was out of the house. They literally made sure that little bitch was out of the house. They made sure that it was just me. I honestly felt like it was a setup. Like, I literally was just in my head constantly. Like, even though me and Mel were having our moments and like him and and this and that, it was just like on repeat in my brain. Like, just literally on repeat. They don't care. No one cares. They don't like you. They hate you. Constantly on repeat. And I was like, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. No, it's not true. And it was just like a loop. A constant loop going around. The bus ride is pretty freaking long. Like, we are like, I want to say like an hour out. Traffic isn't good, so we're literally super far, like talking to like people and stuff. And at times I want to say my protective side comes out and I could be very like nice, you know what I mean? And that's very rare when those moments come out. I was super friendly, making sure that like, okay, like trying to put myself in best spirits. And it literally like made me feel gross at times because I'm like, I'm so fake. I'm so fake, because it didn't feel genuine. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel genuine. I was talking to some nice people and stuff. So was Mel, and we're just like, just talking, conversing, so that the ride doesn't feel so freaking long. We eventually get to where we need to go. So then we have to walk. We have to walk a good 20 to 30 minutes. Oh. And it's so crazy because around this area, years later, I would be living at Rudy's sister's house in that area. I'm telling you, the way God would be rewriting some things, I'm just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. We probably crossed paths. We probably were like, sup, and we didn't even know. Nah, I would remember that face. But so crazy. So we get out at the bus and we're like, bye guys, you know, super nice people. Sometimes people in the world, they can be really nice. It's just constant guard up. And so I felt like when I was overly nice, that's when I felt like really fake, where I was just like, oh, I'm just trying to save my life right now. I'm so scared, you know, that kind of thing. So me and her are just talking. We're getting off at the stop, and she's like laughing because we need to stop for some Band-Aids. She's like, dude, we need to stop for some Band-Aids. I said, don't you think Jeremy's mama will have some? For her knees, bitch, or what? I was laughing so hard. I was like, okay, yeah. You're right. Let's stop at a Dollar Tree. If you guys don't know, Dollar Tree is my jam. I love the Dollar Tree. Like, literally, me and the babies, balling on a budget. Especially if you guys are, like, if you guys have watched, like, the old vlogs, literally took my babies there all the time. Literally the best. I still go there. Like, it's literally my favorite. Get shirts from there. Like, it's my place to be. So we stopped there, get some stuff, you know, some Band-Aid, some candy, some drinks, because we don't want to show up too empty either, and you never know, okay? And no disrespect to Jeremy, but the mama's house was a crackhead house, okay? And you know, crackheads don't like sharing. I'm telling Jeremy like, hey, we're pretty close. He was like, all right, cool. We'll come out and meet you guys. All right, cool. So we're walking up, and I have my bag. Mel has hers. We meet up with Jeremy. Me and Jeremy are talking. Oh, hey, what's up? He's more Mel's friend than anything. Literally, Jeremy was like so like into Mel, where it's just like, I literally was like, oh, a ghost in the back. You don't know who I am. It was literally like that. Like, I was like trying to ask a question, and he'd be like, what'd your homegirl say? Bitch, you can ask me. Hello, you can ask me. Like, super weird. I hate it. I hate it to have those type of like interactions. It literally made me feel like, what the fuck? But then my mom would pop up in my head, and she would be like, they know what they're doing. They're doing it on purpose so that you beg for that attention, so that you try harder to get their attention, so that you can be like, me. Okay, so that would be playing in my head, and I'd be like, bitch, when he would act like that. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna feed into it. I'm not gonna, whatever, cool. Mel, that's your friend. Nice. So Jeremy takes us to his room. We're chilling in his room. Mel tells me that we're gonna re-pierce our bellies and stuff like that. He's like, what? What are you guys gonna do? Oh, now you can, okay, you do talk. It can talk, I can talk. So she was like, do mine first. I was like, okay, yeah. Cause like, I'm like contemplating even doing mine again, because y'all, it was sore. It was like raw meat. Let's not do that. So I'm like, all right, lay on the bed, put the pillow over your face, and don't look at it. And he's like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, she passed out. So we start laughing, telling everyone the story. So it's Jeremy a few of his friends and like 2 other girls. I'm not gonna really name everybody because there's a lot of people. So he was like, what? The girls were like, what? That's crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, super crazy. Like, what? Have you ever done this before? I was like, well, yeah, I pierce mine all the time, but like, I've never done it on anybody else. He was like, and I'm like telling her like, dude, I don't know if I should do it on you. Cause like, I'm really, really, really scared. She's like, no, like you have to, like, I seen how you did yours. And I'm like, no, like it's different when you're doing it to yourself. It's always different when you're like giving yourself chingazos or like, you know what I mean? Like, it's always different. It's always different. Do y'all remember Crybaby? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, do y'all know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man! Yes. Okay. So one of the girls says, I was gonna name him Headache or Crybaby. Which one sounds better? Headache or Crybaby? Headache or Crybaby? One of the girls says, oh, Crybaby pierces tongues. We should probably wait for him. No. I can't stand Crybaby. Crybaby is like Joe times 2. Now he's gonna get his own little special since he wanted to act like a little bitch. But he is mentioned. So then I was like, what? And Jeremy's like, oh yeah, that's my homie. Of course. Of course that's your homie. Okay. Mel has the pillow over her face because she's waiting. She's like, he's not touching me. No. And I was like, you know what? I got you. I'm gonna do it. We're not gonna even wait for Crybaby. No, like I got you. Jeremy's mom comes in the room and I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna be pissed. No, homegirl was like, me next. Do you do nose? Like, I want to do my nose. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is so ghetto. Beto, that's ghetto. Okay, that's ghetto. So then I'm like, oh wow. So like a lot of clientele because now the other girls are like, oh my God, I want one too. It's a whole thing. And I'm like, thinking in my head, like, I'm not sharing my needle. Like, I'm not. Like, And Mel's like, I'm going first. I don't care if you guys want to do it after, but I'm going first. And so I'm telling Mel, girl, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. I don't got experience. Jeremy's mama was like, how hard can it be? And I was like, yeah, not that hard. I just don't want to do it to her. She's like, I'll do it. Mel's like, yeah, I'm fine with that. Like, I don't care who does it. I just don't want Crybaby doing it. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, but yeah, like whatever. The other girls are like, oh yeah, me too. So ice, do it again. Okay, Jeremy's mom's like, are you ready? Literally like this with her beer, okay? All right, let's do this. Has her belly button like this, goes like that. It went sideways. As soon as it went sideways, because I'm on my knees hovering over like this as I'm seeing her operate on my friend. And no. So I'm like, Jeremy's mom, you did it sideways. And she's like, well, she moved. Mel's like this. Is it good? I'm like, no. So she goes like this to look at it. And I slam her forehead down because I'm like, no, dude, you're not going to pass out again. She's like, what's wrong? I was like, she put it in sideways. She's going to redo it. As soon as we're talking, she like pulls it out and goes, pew. As she does that, Mel shoots back up again. So where do you think that needle? Yeah, so it's like exactly what I did with mine. Oh my gosh, Mel screams. It was so crazy. The girls are laughing. Jeremy's laughing. Everyone's like, oh, it's so crazy. So as she's like freaking out because she just like got double pierced, I'm like, you know, telling her like, don't move. Don't move. So then the mom is like, okay, where's the piercing? Mel's going like this. It should be over there. One of the bags. Over there. One of the bags. So then I go and I'm like looking through the bags. I'm like, Mel, it's not in here, babes. It's not in here. I don't see it. She's like, Alexis, yes, it is. I'm like, no, it's not. So then I'll go by her and I like have the pillow like this so she can't look up, you know, kind of like an operation. I'm like, no. And I was like, okay, look in the bag. It's not there. She's like, what do you mean? Like, what do you think I did with it? And I was like, girl, I don't know. So we're like looking in it. And like, she's like, no, I'm gonna have to pull it out. Like, no. And I'm like, I'll give you mine. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'll give you mine. We take the piercing out. Cutest Playboy piercing ever. When I get flaquita again, I'm gonna do it. I don't give a fuck if everyone's like, you're too old for that. Okay. So anyways, I give her my piercing. The mom, pro. As soon as she like got it straight, you know, maybe she needed to go down there. She got it straight, popped it in, put the thing on top, beauty. Even though she had a little, you know, over there, like it was nice. I liked it. It looked really nice. I gave her the piercing and I gave her a little band-aid. I said, there you go. And she's like, well, what about yours? When are you gonna pierce yours? And I was like, girl, I need mine to heal. Like I honestly, I'm not gonna do it again. Like I thought, but no. So when I said that, the two girls were like, can we have your needle? I was like, no, this is for me. No, this is for me. She's like, but you're not gonna use it. I was like, I don't give a damn. I'm gonna use it later. She's like, you literally just gave her your piercing. I hate when people talk like that. Like, why are you talking like that? So the girls are like, why can't we just, like, we'll give it right back. Like, we can just put it in alcohol. And I'm like, no. So then one of the girls like, what do you want for it? My phone's dead. Yeah. So I was like, you got a charger? Really? A charger? A charger. And I was like, yeah. Do you want it or not? I don't want your life. I want your pork chop. Anyways, so I was like, you got a charger? She's like, seriously? I was like, yeah. So then they start like talking and stuff. You can overhear them saying like, yeah, we could do this, we could do that, we could do hers, we could do it. So they're gonna do all the besties. And me and Mel just looking at each other. And Mel's like, yeah, I'll let you guys have mine too if you give her a charger. You better. Over there, give me my piercing and my band-aid. Bitch. Just kidding. So then we did the exchange. 2 of the needles for a charger. Which we should have just gave her 1. But I don't know what we were thinking. I wasn't going to use Mel's anyways. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Trying to justify it years later. It's fine. So she gives me the charger. Plug my baby in. And we're just chilling. Mel is just like popping her little panza. Like, look at that. I'm like, dude, that looks so good. Like, that looks so good. Like, I'm like super like getting FOMO. Because like, it looked so freaking good. I didn't get mine again until like a little bit later. But like, still, it looks so freaking cute. Love it. So we're just sitting there chilling. During like talking to us, like, yeah, what's your guys' plans? And we're like, oh, we don't really have any. He was like, all right, well, we're just gonna like just do the same thing, like chilling, kicking it. We're gonna go over to our other friends, and we're like, oh, okay, cool, because like we know those people, so like, okay, we'll go. Y'all, I hated being around these type of groups because I literally felt like I stuck out like a sore thumb. Even as I got older and like going to like functions and like certain events, I always feel like I just stick out. Well, no, like, no, because I don't blend in, but like I stick out where it's just like, like, I don't know. I just like, I don't know. I get very like anxious, like, oh my gosh, I hate it. So we go to this person's house, y'all. I hated this dude because the way he did my homegirl Biscuit. Yeah, me and Biscuit like this, right? I hated how he did her, like grimy, dirty. So when we went, Jeremy was like, oh, this is Mel, this is her homegirl Alexis. Okay, what's up? Me and him just look at each other like, sup? I don't like him. Like, I don't like him at all. Like, don't like him at all. Like, don't like him at all. Like, I remember when my cousin was trying to set us up and he was like, your cousin looked like a really good girl, and like, I break hearts. Bitch. What? Now, I could be like, you know what? Thanks. Like, thanks for that. Stay away from me. I don't need that type of juju. The ex already got me f***ed up. I don't need no more f***ed up, okay? But then I would hear how he'd be like, yeah, bitch is so uptight and she ain't even all that. Blah, blah, blah. Excuse me? Excuse me? Like, what the f? He would run his mouth worse than a bitch. Yeah, and I'd be like, ooh, I could not stand him. I could not stand him. And I was very verbal when it came to him and Biscuit dating. I was just like, I don't like you. As much as she like was like, I don't like your ex, it was the same thing. I don't like you. And I stood on that. Even when he tried to be like all cutesy later on, like, nah, miss me with that. So anyways, we're in his basement. Y'all, the whole time, I was like, why am I here? Why? You don't know how many times that was passed around and I was like, no, not me. They're like, what? What? And I was like, yeah, sorry, like, I don't do that. What? And I was like, yeah, like, I don't do that. So imagine everyone being in the clouds and I'm just there chilling, looking at the clouds. Like, it was just not fun for me. So like in those moments, I felt so like out of place and I was like, why am I even here? Like, I could just be fighting with the Peaches, or I could just be like behind like my brother's like apartments and stuff. Like, why am I even here? Woe is me, woe is me. So I'm in the corner and my phone is charging. So I'm like, okay, cool. Turns on. I'm going through the messages. The ex is messaging me. What are you doing? Where are you at? Why are you not answering my messages? Why are you being this? Why are you being so dry? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to open that can of worms. Like, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, for what? For what? So as I'm going through the messages, Mr. Peach calls. So I'm like, you know what? I'm bored. Let's see what happens. So I'm like, hello? And as I say hello, my eye is right by the door. And in walks Danger. Okay? That's what we're going to call him. Danger. I'm on the phone. I look right at Danger. Just from the jump, it was just like a, girl, you're in danger. You're in danger. You know, those boys, men who know that they got that like sass. You know, that kind of thing. Walks in, pants 4 times too big for him. Shirt 4 times too long for him and big. Hat sideways. Just come in like, you know. And I'm an asshole. Of course, I'm just gonna like smile and like play, you know. So I'm just like, Mel, I don't know. She is superpower. She looks at Alexis, no. Alexis, no. Alexis, no. Going like that. So she's saying, Alexis, no. Alexis, no. Mr. Peach was like, hello? And I'm like, yes. ¿Dónde estás? Like, where are you? And I'm like, why do you care? I'm going to start in right away with him. What do you mean? Why do I care? Don't start. What are you talking about? Where are you? Where are you? It's already nighttime. You're out in the calle. And I'm like, okay, so like, I'm not your responsibility. You don't care about me. What do you mean I don't care about you? What are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, you left me alone with the monster. You left me alone. As I'm still on the phone, like talking. So he's like passing by and I'm like, no, you left me. Don't be stupid. Like, he's like, stupid? Who are you talking to? But I was just like, girl, we can't multitask for shit. Okay. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So I'm like yelling at him and he's like, what do you mean we don't care? Like, we care. I said, who's we? Who you got in your pocket? So then he's like, what are you talking about? Like, we do care. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. I told them they cared so much that they came back, did a wraparound, and picked up Sam. Alexis knows what's going on with her. That's just a coincidence. It looks bad, but it's not like that. And I said, nope, too many coincidences. Too many coincidences. I know it looks bad, mija. And I was like, no, don't call me mija. And so he's getting closer. Danger is getting closer, okay? And so then he has something. And he's like, because, you know, to like, if I, whatever, have a cup water. And I was like, and so I'm like still talking. And he's still standing there. And I'm like, count to 3. And if he's still there, just look back at him. So I'm like, no. And I look, and I'm like, no. And he walks off. And Mel again is like, Alexis, no. Okay, like that. And I'm just like, you know, like, go away. He's like, it's a coincidence. The reason why I picked her up is because everything she was saying, and called him and was telling him about everything that she was saying, that it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. That it was just a coincidence. And I was like, too many coincidences happen with you, Mr. Peach. Like, way too many. I was like, I hope you guys find a good nanny, someone who's going to love the kids and be patient with them, because there's a lot that I don't speak about the babies, but it was hard. It was difficult, okay? And it was not an easy job. It's not a job that I would recommend just having one person on board, especially with how they wanted to run things. I try not to go too detailed in a lot of things just because respect and time, you know what I mean? And it's just, it was a lot. And so he knew it, where I'm just like, ain't nobody. Like, and I feel like the ones that did take on the job was because Mr. Peach was extremely flirty, and that's why it never worked out. And I know he knew that I was really serious, and I was like, no, not gonna do it. And then Mrs. Peach bringing on another baby, it was going to be even more work. Again, there's a lot that's not said, but it was extremely hard. Like, very hard, where it was just like, I felt like I burnt out very young because of the constant, like, and then whenever I did get to sleep, like, I slept, and it was just a lot. And so I went from that babysitting then to the ex's family babysitting, and they had their own little regimen too. And it was really hard because I feel like there was a lot of boundaries crossed. Like, for example, I wanted to sleep alone. The ex's sister would get so upset when her children would want to sleep in the room with me. And I would be like, no, we can play tomorrow. I was never rude. I was like, get the out of here. What the There's a lot of people I have met that are very blunt, and there's some that are very just rude. But I was never that with them. Never, because I know that they are children. And I don't like being talked to a certain way. Why the hell am I going to talk to someone else's kids a certain way? And especially the ex's nephews and nieces. Like, I'm telling you, like, I was so scared of upsetting him so much that I was literally walking on eggshells constantly. Again, there's a lot I don't share. And whenever I do get to share that and you guys get to read that or watch that, a lot of your guys' mouths are going to be on the floor, where you're going to be like, what the fuck? And yeah. Anyways, I wanted to sleep alone. There was other rooms for the baby to sleep in, but her child wanted to sleep with me. And I remember saying like, oh no, like I'll play with you tomorrow, okay? And I even waited to like get out of the room and like go do other things so the baby wouldn't be in the room with me as like I'm like trying to go to sleep and like kick them out, you know what I mean? So like I like did other things, and when I seen that the baby was like distracted and went in her room, I went into the room and like closed the door, turned off the lights, and I'm going to bed. That should be a cue to the ex's sister, right? Like, oh, she's being nice, like the baby's, oh my gosh, through the biggest fit ever, where like I remember calling my mom and I was like, please act like you're not my mom because I need to vent to somebody. And I remember telling my mom like, is that wrong? Is that wrong? Like, she like, oh my god. And the ex was so mad. Like, I remember him being like, don't ever disrespect my sister like that again. And like we got into such a heated argument. I remember like begging for another chance, because I was like, no, like I did not mean it like that. Like, oh, it was horrible. But anyways, we won't get into that in this one. Like, there's just so much more where it's like, there's so many times where I'm like, should I just start the separate series now? You know, should I just do it now? Should I just do it now? But it was a lot. So back to Mr. Peach. I knew it was going to be a lot for someone to adapt to what's going on, to handle Sam and the new baby. Voldemort and Mrs. Peach, their own drama, it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. And it's like, no one knows how to be on the best behavior. So I know damn well no one's going to be up for it. So I'm telling him this. I'm like, no, like, I don't want to do it, Mr. Peach. Like, it's so exhausting. It's so draining. You think it's a joke and it's not. And I'm telling him about certain things that I do for the children that I don't think I should have to, you know? And so then he's like, no, like, I'm sorry. Like, that's a lot to ask for you. Like, I apologize. Like, yeah, like, it was because we see you like family. I was like, even family, like, that's too much. Like, that's too much. So like the conversation's getting heavy and I'm starting to like, you know, tear up, and he's just like, please think about it. I know it's a lot to ask, but like, please think about it. And I was like, why does this time feel different than others? Like, why are you saying this now, like the other times? And he's like, because this time I know you're serious. And it is serious. So I'm about to hang up, and Mel is like, Alexis, like trying to get my attention. And I look up, and as I look up, like, I just start to like flood. She's like, hang it up right now before I start talking nasty, right now. And so I'm like, I gotta go. So I hang up, and so then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't want anyone to walk over to me to say the magic words, because like I'm going to cry, like I'm going to flip out. Like I am. I go to the back room because they have like a little restroom back there. I take my charger, I go to the back room, and I just stay there in the restroom, and I'm just literally like, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, what's the plan? What's the plan? Are you just gonna be on the run with like Mel? Like, what is the plan? Where is Tommy? Like, how are we going to find Tommy? So I'm just like in the restroom, and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. I start texting the ex and kind of fill him in on like what's going on, the drama and stuff like that. He's like, you know, oh, things are gonna be okay. Like, I love you so much. Like, you can stay with me and my family. Let me talk to my sister and let me see if my sister will let you stay for a couple of days. You can help me babysit. It was literally like constant babysitting, you guys. Like, from like, I used to babysit my cousin's kids, and it was literally like, I don't know why it started so young. I don't know. Like, when I talked to, I'm gonna call my mom real quick. Hold on. I won't keep you long. It's just real quick because I'm busy. Okay. Sorry, I got stuff I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, Mom, how young was I watching? I feel like I've always been babysitting.
Me too.
You said me too.
have been young. Probably 10, 11.
That's crazy, Mom. I went from babysitting her kids to babysitting fucking kids.
And you also babysat.
Oh my gosh, yes! You just unlocked another Pandora box. That's crazy. She was just a bitch. You got lucky. Cause like the other ones, I did it for like for housing and board. You know what I mean? But like, I can't think of like why the I watched her kids. You know?
I don't remember either, babe.
Yes, and I remember he was like all on my buns. I remember. You see, like why the I babysitting kids when I was pregnant? You know what I mean?
I know that feeling.
Like, I don't know if it's because, like, I didn't want her to miss out and she still wanted to have fun with you. Because that was the time, like, when you guys were doing crazy shit. You know what I mean? Because, like, that was a crazy moment, you know? When you guys, like... And I remember having him, but I remember being pregnant, Mom. Like, pregnant, you know?
Sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, y'all. That went on a little bit longer than I expected.
Dun, 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 dun.
So excited for her.
We can do a questions and answers if you want with me.
Yeah, you should visit then so we can do that. My mom unlocked some more memories, which is crazy. So, yeah, that's wild. So pretty much what my mom was saying since like 10, 11. Yeah, that's crazy. And I remember even babysitting my mom's other friend and I was like big old belly with Andrew babysitting just babies like all the time. And I don't know. And you know what? I honestly think it's because where I was around like bad people and like bad things had happened. I was like, if I could prevent that from happening to another child, like I'll babysit. Like I'll volunteer as tribute. Like I'll babysit. Because it wasn't like we were around like good people. These people wanted to party. And so then they were okay with leaving the babies with whoever. And I was like, it's okay, I'll do it. Or I'll change them. Or I'll do this. Because like people are nasty. And it's like when people are so desperate to like still want to be out there doing like stupid stuff, you put your babies in danger of people doing stupid stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah, constantly watching babies. So anyways, I'm in the restroom and I'm just like letting him know what's going on. He was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll see if you can stay with us for a little bit and you can just help me babysit. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, I guess. Like, that's fine. It was just so hard because I was just like, oh my gosh. And then it's like so like stupid and selfish of me to think that like I'm gonna just be able to chill. You know what I mean? Where she's like, it's so dumb to even have that thought. Like, oh, you think you're just gonna chill and you're not gonna give nothing in return? Like, what are you talking about? Like, well, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? And then when I would see other people being able to like chill or like be at a place for free and not have to do nothing, the jealousy I felt was disgusting and ugly. And like I'd be like, please take that away, please, because like I don't like feeling ugly. I don't like being ugly like that, where it's just like, ugh. If anything, wish them well. Hopefully something like that happens in my path and good on ya. You know? So I was like, okay. And he was like, do you want to hang out? Like we can hang out, we don't have to do nothing, like I won't bug you for nothing. And I'm like, okay, like sure, like cool, because like I don't know what we're gonna do. So I was like, I don't know yet, like let me find out what Melt's gonna do, and if anything we will both go. Like, can she come too? He's like, I guess we'll see. Ugh. And I'm like, please don't ever, because it was just like a constant, like so annoying. And it's so annoying being with somebody where you know they have like no loyalty to you, and it literally sucks because it's just like I would do everything for you, you piece of shit, and that's what you're gonna do. Like, I wish I loved myself. Like honestly, when you love yourself and you put yourself first, you will not tolerate bullshit. You won't. And it makes me so mad that like I have experienced so much bullshit even as I gotten older, where it's like I get so mad when I look back and I'm like, but you wouldn't do that to me now. I'm not even talking about Lex, I'm talking about like anybody in general who has done me wrong. But you wouldn't do that to me now, because you know like how I love myself now. You're ugly for that. And it sucks because it's just like I would never have done that to you ever. And if you ever catch me being ugly to somebody, I guarantee I have valid reason. Now, have I been ugly when I was younger? Yeah, of course. Before I became like a mom, yes, of course. Before I was a little ugly cabrona and was mean, okay? There's only one person, no, two people in particular that I mean to, and I have apologized. I went to Drew before and I asked for forgiveness, you know, and I'm just like, I don't know why I was so ugly. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I honestly, those are the only two. If you catch me being ugly to anybody else when I as an adult, okay, not as a child, as an adult, I can guarantee you I have my reasons and my reasons are valid, okay? I'm not ugly for no reason because I don't like being ugly. I don't. It's a nasty feeling and it makes me so mad when I get mad at myself for feeling the feelings that I feel. I'm just like, I feel gross. I cry and I'm like, I don't want to feel like this. Like, what the... It's valid reasons. I promise you. I promise you. So anyways, I finished up the conversation and I'm like, okay, like, let me go and talk to Mel, whatever. So I go back out there and Mel is just like in the clouds and she's like, Alexis, come here. Come here. So I go sit next to her and we're like talking. It's like pretty much just like letting me know like, oh yeah, like we're just gonna like just chill. We're gonna have like a couple more drinks. Like, are you gonna be lame? And I'm like, no, like I'm trying to go. Like, it's getting later. Like, we need to find like somewhere to like, we need to find a hut. Like, we need, you know, somewhere to go to sleep so like we can like continue. Cause I don't like partying up until like everybody passes out, because not everybody passes out. Okay. You get what I'm putting down? Okay. So she was like, what? Like, I'm not trying to leave right now. Like you're just gonna leave me? And I'm like, no, like, let's go. Like, I don't want to leave you. Like, we could chill for a little bit and then let's go. And she's like, what? Like, I want to have fun. I'm like, we are having fun, dude. But like, let's go. We'll chill for like another hour or so. Kick it, baby. And then let's go. She's like, all right, just give me an hour. I'm like, okay, cool. So we just chill. They're having fun. They're like doing shots. They're like dancing. Y'all, the music, I feel like you don't even have to be like to feel the music back in the day. I feel like they don't make music like they did back in the day. You know how like older people are like, what you know about this? And it's like, yes, that's how I feel about like my generation, where I'm just like, that music was just like, oh, my favorite. If we wouldn't get copyrighted here on YouTube, I would be putting all the songs that like we were listening to, jamming out to, and like just having a good time too. Like, if you go to my gym playlist here on my channel, I'll even link it in the bio so you guys can just go straight to it. That literally is like, all my favorites, and literally will put you in a good mood, get you moving, and getting you like in the best spirits ever. Like, literally my favorite songs to jam out to. And everyone was just dancing, having a good time, loving it. We're like grooving, dancing, and I'm not even lying, like I couldn't move my body. Like, I loved it. Get down to the crybaby, do the salsa, like all of it. Like, I loved it so freaking much. Like, it was just so fun to me. So one song in particular, Don't Mess With My Man, comes on. Everyone is like hyped up, turning up, like dancing, and it says don't mess with my man, right? So I'm going like this, like that, doing like all that. I have Mel dancing on me. We switch, dance on her, having a good time, whatever. And then again, the part don't mess with my man, go like that. And as I'm going like that, Danger's like, who are you pointing to? I'm just pointing. They're not for anybody in particular. We'll point them at me. I was like, okay. So then I start pointing at him, and I'm still dancing on my girl. So I'm like having fun with her. And so as I'm going like that, he's getting closer. You're in danger. You're in danger. Starts going off. Like, have you ever heard that like beep in your ears? Okay. So as we're dancing, Mel gets closer to me and she's like, look up. So when I look up, I see a girl looking at me like, and so I'm like, yeah. Danger's no longer there. We stop and Mel's like right by me, thing one and thing two. And she's like, who are you pointing at? I was like, oh, nobody in particular. I was like, stupid. And she's like, yeah, and it better not be at Danger. And I was like, okay. So I do the face of like, okay. And she's like, do we have a problem? I don't know. We might. Oh, really? And I was like, yeah, we might. So then Mel pulls me and she's like, we don't got no problem. So we end up walking out to the side by like the kitchen. Jeremy's mom's like, I don't want no one fighting, no one this, no one that. And I was like, no one's fighting, no one's doing anything. So that girl and Danger are like talking. She's like pointing at me. And so like my guard is up because I'm like, dude, what the like, if anything, like you over here being flirtatious, like That's not my fault. Mel's like, let's go outside, let's just have a cigarette. I'm like, okay, cool. So we go out in the back and we're just like having a cigarette, like talking. Dangerous girl ends up walking out and she was like, look, he could talk to whoever he wants, but just know that's my man. And so I'm like laughing and I was like, oh damn, so you came on cue because of the song. And she's like, what? I'm like, the song, Don't Mess With My Man. I'm like, you came on cue? She's like, okay. Y'all, I thought that so funny. Okay, I thought it was so funny. Like I thought it was funny. I was just like, damn, that's your song, bitch, you know. Me and Mel are laughing and she's just like looking at us like, but we're just high on like, well, she bitch is on something else. But then anyways, she's like, dude, why are you so weird with that shit? And I was like, what? She's like, always quoting shit, shut up. And I was just like, it was funny. She walked in on cue. Like we were in a music video, she didn't know. So we're like just having fun, like whatever, smoking, just laughing, whatever. She's like, I think that's our cue to leave. And I was like, I see what you did there. So then we start walking and she's like telling me, how much would you hate me? I was like, what? She's like, how much would you hate me if so-and-so picked me up? And I was like, oh, what about me? Like, what do you mean? Like, you're just gonna leave me here? She's like, well, like, how much would you hate me? I said, bitch, a lot. And she's like, well, like, let's see if we can time it perfectly for the ex to come pick you up and for me to get picked up. And I was like, are you serious? Y'all, my anxiety was like, doom, 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 doom. So I got kind of like mad with her. I was like, bitch, I could have left you, but I didn't. She was like, I know, thank you for that, but I can't bring you with me. I was like, it's not even about you bringing me with you, bitch. Do you not get the point? What's not clicking? I'm like texting him and I'm like, hey, like, when can you get me right now? And he's like, oh, you and your friend? I'm like, no, just me. He's like, why? And so like I just like was like, oh, because I want to spend time with you, like I'm not trying to share your attention, blah 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 blah. And he was like, okay. Y'all, I was just like nervous. So me and her are walking and she's like, well, like he's pretty close, like what are you gonna do? And I said, bitch, you can't give me a ride somewhere? You can't give me a ride to a Walmart or something? She's like, well, I mean, like, I guess, but like I'm really not trying to have him go out of his way, dude. And I'm like, you're an asshole. Like, you're just gonna leave me here? Y'all, when I tell you, like, it's like this area is not a safe area, okay? And it's like nighttime, like it is not safe. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not even supposed to, we can get hit with curfew, bitch. Curfew. She's like, well, like, I just, like, it's not my fault that, like, your dude's not here yet. And I was like, look at you switching up, like, so quickly. Like, that's crazy. You're ugly. She's like, you're ugly. I was like, no, you're ugly. And your piercing's crooked, bitch. And so we're walking and she's like, is it? I was like, yeah, it is. Like, she didn't fix it. She just like went the other way. She's like, I know you're lying. So like, we're just like arguing about it. She's like, say swear right now. And I was like, and it's ugly and you're ugly and you got double pierced. And I'm just like making fun of her. I'm like super nervous because I was like, dude, like, I don't want to beg you. Like, I don't like begging. Have him drop me off at Walmart, like it's on y'all's way. She's like, no, like I'm not even trying to like bug him like that, like come on. I'm like, no, like please, like I don't want to be by myself. She's like, dude, you'll be okay. Like she's like trying to tell me and trying to like coach me, like you'll be all right. And I'm like, dude, like I don't want to be alone. So he pulls up and she's getting in the car and my phone starts to go off and I'm like answering, I'm like, hello, and I can't really hear it. I was like, dude, like can I get a ride? Like let me get a ride, please. And she's like, okay. And then he's like just like this, like he's not even looking, and I'm like trying to see like who the hell it is, like whatever. And she's like, you're not alone. I was like, what do you mean? I'm like, you see him or what? And she's like, no, you're not alone, bitch. Yeah. And she takes off and I'm like, hello, it's Tommy. Homegirl is in jail. And I'm gonna leave it there, you guys. I love you guys so much. Besos a todos. I hope you guys enjoyed today's story time. If you guys enjoy story time, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already to keep up with my videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one. I really love that we didn't do makeup today. We literally just had chismosa vibes. And it was fine. I was like, let's do something colorful. Let's do something crazy. But in actuality, I just like, it's okay. I think it's my first time I don't do like a glammed look, which is fine. There'll be days that you can just rock your natural face and that be that. And if you get oily, put on a primer that helps you with pores to give you that blur effect. Mira, boom, done. Blur out those pores to give you like more of like a matte like look. Boom, done. That's crazy, y'all. Curl your lashes, done. And then we just had a curl time. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Let's